First up at 11 o'clock, we continue to follow developing news. The Newtown community is still in shock after a father who lost his daughter in the Sandy Hook tragedy took his own life today. Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Erin Connolly. Police tell Eyewitness News the body of Jeremy Richmond was found inside Newtown's town hall this morning. Channel 3's Matthew Campbell has more from Newtown, where many are once again confronting the emotions from that tragedy 6 years ago.
We have a really profound epidemic of violence in our country, violence to self and to others.
This is Jeremy Richmond just a week ago. The father of Aviel was in Florida, where he was the keynote speaker at a summit on violence. After his daughter's death, Richmond and his wife started a foundation in her name with the mission of preventing violence and building compassion through neuroscience research, community engagement, and education.
And we also want to study the protective factors that lead away from violence and toward compassion, connection, kindness, and resilience.
This morning, Newtown police found Richmond's body in the foundation's office inside Town Hall.
As a community as a whole, we're shocked.
Richmond's death comes just days after two other deaths by apparent suicide of two student survivors in Parkland.
It's opening an eye to this survivor's guilt thing that's going on, and maybe we'll learn how to combat that.
J.T. Lewis lost his brother Jesse in Sandy Hook, and he knows anything can re-traumatize someone and force them to relive haunting memories. For him, it came during the SATs when 12/14, the date of the shooting, was written on the board.
There are these little triggers that you never know when they're going to come up. No one means to do it, and so I have no idea what happened this morning with Jeremy or what happened.
We'll likely never know, but a Dutch medical study shows 25% of post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms will occur more than 6 months after the event.
Traumas are encoded within the brain. They don't go away. They can't be excised like a tumor.
Dr. Jeffrey Dietz from Quinnipiac says that means anyone suffering from PTSD could be vulnerable whenever they encounter something that makes them revisit their grief. From mass shootings, the reports from New Zealand, the Parkland suicides, even this report could be a trigger.
Public consciousness with respect to follow-up after trauma should expand to consider its effects over the lifetime.
Now, sadly, since those with PTSD can carry that trauma with them forever, Dr. Dietz suggests that people be aware of suicidal warning signs in themselves and in those of others, and don't be afraid to reach out for help. If you need help, that number is at the bottom of your screen and on the Channel 3 app. We're live here in the control room tonight. Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 News.